Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, HD Forex Empire. I'm so excited to have you here. In this video, I'm going to share my weekly outlook on the Forex market using technical analysis. Before we dive into the chart, please subscribe to my channel and tap on the notification bell to stay updated with every educative content I drop on the channel. Now let's dive into the chart, starting with USDJPY. We can see that USDJPY made an uptrend, a minor uptrend, which can be spotted at this point. So we saw that there was this minor uptrend here, series of higher highs and higher low, higher high and a higher low, and a higher high here, a higher low here, then continued upward to this point, then later dropped down. Now let's study the price action very well. We can spot a key level at this point. And also we can have a trend line at this very point. And also we can see that now, as USDJPY was creating series of higher highs and higher lows, you could see that price made a retraceable move here, then continued upward here. So we were expecting price to come down to this point, and continue this upward movement here, but refused to do that, then respected this trend line. Now let's continue to study the price action. We can also spot another key level here. At this point, and also another key level at this point. One thing you should notice is that when I'm doing my analysis, I always start from a higher time frame to a lower time frame. That's the top down analysis. So now, since we are done with the daily time frame, let's move to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see this. We can see that this happened on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we saw that price broke this level, then continued upwards to this point, then later made a retraceable move here, and now we are seeing price. We saw that price got to this point. Now we don't know whether price will do what, will continue downward or continue upward. So now if we want to see price continuing upward, what you have to see is that we have to wait for a breakout. That's a momentum candle, something like this too. We want to see something like this happen, a bullish candle. That's a breakout candle. Then we place our entry for a buy, but we still need to study the price action on the 1-hour time frame. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, we can also see this. We can also see this point. We can also see this on the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour time frame, we can see that this happened. We're in a downtrend on the 1-hour time frame, and we're expecting price to go down, but price failed to go down, then went up like this. So we are expecting price to come to this point, then continue upward. But let's study where price might come to. So it's likely price to come to this point. It's likely price will drop to this point, then continue upwards. Then price continue upwards. So it's likely that price might come to this point, then continue upwards. Or we can, if price doesn't do that, we can also wait for a breakout candle. A breakout candle above this level. A breakout candle above this level, something like this, a candle like this. Then we place our buy trade. So now we are done with USDJPY. Let's analyze the next pair, which is GBP AUD. So starting from the daily time frame. you can see that GBP AUD is in an uptrend. So GBP AUD is in an uptrend. So we have something like this. Series of higher highs and higher low, higher high and higher low, higher high. And we can see a higher low here. And we can see this happening. We're expecting price to break, continue the trend, but I can see that price paused at this point, and now you can see price moving downwards. So let's study the price action very well. So now we can spot this level here. We can spot this key level here. And we can have a trend line also at this very point. So now let's move to the lower time frame. That's 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame, and study the price action. So now on the 4-hour time frame, we can also spot another trend line here. Can spot another trend line here. Let me correct this. We can also spot another trend line here. So now let's study the price action here. So on the 4-hour, we can see that price is dropping. So it's likely price will drop to this point, this trend line, then continue upwards. Or it's likely that price can range here, then break this trend line. So once price breaks this trend line, my target will be this point. If price breaks this trend line, my target will be at this point. Then expect a correctional move to this side, then continues with a downtrend. But if price refuses to break this trend and continues upward and breaks this particular trend line, my target will be at this point. This very point, this key level here. Then expect a correctional move here, then continue upwards. So that's my weekly outlook on GBP AUD. And also let's not forget that this coming week we have CPI news. So now our next pair we'll look at is USD CAD. US dollar, Canadian dollar. So starting from the daily time frame, like I said, we are using top-down analysis. So starting from the daily time frame, we can spot this key level here. Very key level here. And we saw that price broke this level. Price broke this level here, then created a double top at this point, then came downward here. So we had a double top at this point. This very point. had a double top at this very point, and we saw that price dropped sharply due to the NFP news released last week. So now we can see we also have another key level here. So dropping to the 4-hour time frame, I'm anticipating that price drops to this key level. Then goes to retest this broken structure here. Then we see the next move, whether it continues downward or still continues upwards. So we need to study the price action here at this point. So I'm anticipating that price moves to this point, this very point, then moves upwards. That's my analysis on USD card. Now our last pair we'll analyze is gold, almighty gold. So on gold, let's start from the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, we can see that gold got to this point. Very point. And you can see that gold here has been tested once, twice, and we can see the third touch here. We saw the first touch at this point, the second touch at this point, and the third touch at this very point. So we are expecting gold to drop from this point. Gold should drop from this point. But let's move down to the daily time frame and study the price action there. So let's get rid of this. So on the daily time frame, we can see this. We have this on gold. So we can see that price was doing this, then broke this key structure, then continued upwards, then came downward here, then went upwards, then came here, then this did this, then that. But let's study it closely. So on gold, we can spot a level. Here. You can see a lot of wicks at this very point, and also we can spot another key level here. Let me adjust this point. So we can spot another key level here. Now moving to the 4-hour time frame, we can also see this very level here, this key point that was broken. The structure was broken. So now let's study the price action closely. So now we can see that gold was ranging at this very point. Gold was ranging at this very point, creating liquidity, ranging. Then all of a sudden we saw a breakout to this key level. Then we can see that gold created a double top at this very point. Then dropped sharply to this point. So now let's study the price action very carefully. So now we can see the neck of this very double top here at this point. You can see the neck of this double top broken. So now let's move to the 1-hour time frame. So I'm anticipating that gold will retest the neck of the double top. So it's likely that gold will retest the neck of the double top, then continue dropping downwards. So that's my analysis for the week. And so this is what we have for gold and other pairs we've analyzed. Now thank you for tuning into today's video. I hope you found value in our analysis. If you have any question or comment, please leave them down below, and I will do my best to respond to each and every one. Okay, also note that I have a Telegram channel where I drop free signals and analysis. So you can look at it. You can find the link in the description below and join for free analysis and signals. Thank you for watching.